coming in hot, kitschy out here in Dunedin, Clearwater area, man.
Yeah, man, it's Christmas time up here. All I'm seeing is palm trees behind you. Is it weird being I'm not I'm saying is it weird? There's 80% of our audience probably lives in sunny areas, but like what's Christmas time like down there? What's going on?
Dude, well, it's funny you say that because I used to live in Jupiter, Florida when I was playing for like 8 years, and we had a ton of our Christmases down in Florida after living my whole life in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Where you thought your street. Remember, I don't know if you guys did you guys have the candles like you get the candles from the local church and you put them in like the brown paper bags and you line the
Oh,
street up. You guys
my
do that?
neighborhood does that sometimes. Yeah, yeah. That's what they do
And,
down.
I, and my mom used to tell me. My mom used to tell me it was the runway for Santa.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good line. That's a really good line.
My mom's like, "It's the runway for Santa. He's going to land on the freaking street with all the candles, light the way." So, but it's definitely, dude, the vibe. I'm just, like I said, being in the Northeast guy, that snow and that cold makes me feel like Christmas. This is
Yeah.
I'm down here on this deck right now, and they're playing some Christmas carols over here, which I love.
Yeah.
But
It's
Santa
weird.
Claus, what's he gonna do? Is drive his boat up here in the water?
Well, that's what they do down there, don't they? They have like little boat parades, and Santa's on a boat.
No.
Up here, it's
Yeah.
all fire trucks. All week long, I just hear like it sounds like Sodom and Gomorrah outside, like the world is crumbling. But it's like every like neighborhood gets like a Santa tour with the fire trucks, and it's like,
Dude, there was nothing better than when Santa used to come out and you'd hear him, in your neighborhood,
yeah,
and you grab your buddy. He's like, "Dude, here comes Santa." You get out there. I don't know about you. I don't know how they did it where you grew up, but we used to get like the big candy canes, like like the lollipops, though.
yeah, I know what you're
Big
talking.
lollipops, and they pass them out, dude. You'd be like, "I love Santa. This guy's incredible." Meanwhile, it's your buddy Bill, who's the local fire
Yeah,
chief.
yeah, it's your friend's
Got a big old
alcohol.
belly. It's my dad's friend Bill.
Yeah, yeah, your friend's drunk uncle is the one actually
Yeah.
behind. Did you finish your Christmas shopping yet, by the way?
Yeah, I got a lot of it done.
Do you go
Thankful for
to the
Sarah. I'm thankful for Sarah this Christmas holiday.
Oh yeah,
Kids,
you get
the
that
kids.
bonus woman's touch gift
Yeah,
present
yeah.
wrapping. I couldn't wrap a present if you put a gun to my head. I could not do a good wrapping of a present. Are you a good rapper?
Dude, you know what? I became a good rapper. I wasn't a
Yeah.
good rapper, but you talk about talk about commitment and action. I was like, I got to. I helped. Back in the day, had to help wrap presents for the kids, and like I had to like get in there. You know what I mean? And start rapping. So
My
yeah. So
job
I learned.
my job is just I have nice handwriting, so I write out the stickers. So Jess like does all the heavy work, and I'm just like, who's this to? My
Oh,
dad, to dad. I handed the stickers all night long.
dude, I'm sure Jess's rap is right on time too.
Dude, it's legit. And I still don't I'm pretty good at math and geometry and stuff like that. I have like a defect where I can't if you put a box, I don't know. Like she does a thing where she kind of flips before she cuts, then she does a cut, and it's perfect. Like whenever I like cut the paper, oh man, I got like 4 inches left, and I just cut off another piece and tape it to the bottom. Like I just face everything one way without like the ugly parts in the back. Dude,
Dude,
I'm gonna tell you, I got one really good present for her. She don't listen now.
all right, tell me.
Dude, this is really cool. We love birds. We have so many great birds in our yard, and we have cardinals, blue jays. It's
Right.
like beautiful in the summertime. And so Jess is like, she got really into it. We got binoculars. She's got like a bird book. I got this bird feeder, dude, but it's basically like a cross between a Ring doorbell and a bird feeder. So it's so cool. The camera is inside the bird
Oh,
feeder, so the birds go up and they like walk around, whatever, and like you
oh, dude, that's
know,
awesome.
isn't that really cool? I'm excited.
Yes. Oh, dude, just send me the link to that. I want to get that
Do you?
for.
I'll send it to you.
I don't- Dude, that's awesome. I love that.
Very
I
cool.
love bird watching. And
Yeah.
I'd like to see what the birds are doing.
I like to see what they're doing too. And if they're around, it means good things are happening. Cardinals are
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. You see the Cardinals and the Blue Jays and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh man. Speaking of the Blue Jays, let's talk a little baseball here at some point. Teams in general, we're looking around like not a lot going on still. Like the winter meetings came and went. Obviously, the Otani thing changed everything, but we were looking at this MLB.com list, dude, of free agents still available. There's tons, tons. Like, how would you like Reese Hoskins on your team? Somebody, I would guess, right?
Yeah, dude. Oh, Reese Hoskins coming back from the AC. What do you have? ACL surgery, dude.
Yep.
I'd love to have Reese Hoskins on my team.
Yeah,
Who else?
plenty of second basemen out there. Elvis isn't signed yet. Andrews, Whit Merrifield, Tony Kemp. Those are pretty good ones. Jonathan Scope. Remember how like I thought Jonathan Scope was going to be like superstar. He kind of petered out. Let's go shortstop.
Yeah,
Shortstops. You got Rosario, Brandon Crawford.
dude. What's out there? I was just thinking of one of the guys. Well, Harrison Bader's. I was thinking of the Yankees that I was with
Oh
last
yeah.
year, but Harrison Bader's still out there. Who's going to play Gold Glove center field for you?
Yep.
IKF, man. Isaiah Connor Falefa.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy can play everywhere, man. He could play short. He could play third. He could play the outfield.
Mhm.
I think there's some value there with him too. There's a few guys like that like they're not household names, but when
Yeah.
you're around these guys, they could help win you some ball games.
Great team guy too, IKF, right? Volpe
Yeah, IKF.
thanked him in his gold glove. You think about it,
I can
kid comes in and replaces you at shortstop. Got to be a special guy to be able to deal with that and still be beloved by your teammates.
Yeah, IKF was great, man. He was he was in it for the team. He was in it to do whatever he needed to do, get out there and play whatever position he needed to play. So yeah, those kind of guys, would be good pickups for people.
Yeah. Oh, a couple more outfielders. I mean, obviously Bellinger's a big guy. God, they want so much.
Dude, I wonder about Bellinger. This is one thing I wonder about Bellinger because when you're seeing the stuff on Bellinger, you're wondering. I just keep looking like how many teams are really in, and what's the market? Like, is Boris setting the market, or is there a big market? So be interesting to see where Bellinger lands. I got a feeling he's going back to Chicago. I just think it makes sense it makes sense for Bellinger, it makes sense for the Cubs.
Yeah.
I feel like his bat last year was so big for them, and they need a star bat in that lineup. So for I think the Cubs are the one big team that are really still in it, and they would. I mean, that would be a huge thing to lose him.
Yeah.
And so I think his market right now is really the Chicago Cubs and maybe a couple other teams.
Here's one thing. I'm not the biggest WAR guy in the world in reality and in baseball, but Bellinger's 5.9 WAR is 2.7 higher than the next free agent outfielder left. So his 5.9, the next highest was Kevin Kiermaier at 3.2 and Michael A. Taylor at 3.2. That's saying something, I guess.
That's legit, dude. 5.9 WAR, dude. Bellinger is legit. I mean, I know some seems like some teams are it's hard hit rate and all that stuff. I think we talked about that a few weeks ago, but
yeah,
man, if you're hitting 97 ribbies in the 130 plus games and you're hitting home runs again, putting the ball in play, he was a tough out this year. So like, I just think that this guy's valuable, man, and he's young and he's been the MVP of the league. Let's not forget that. This guy's got a track record. So I mean, whoever signs Bellinger is going to get a great player.
There you go. How about two more playoff battle tested guys still out there? Tommy Pham proved how wherever he goes, he wins. And then I'll give you another guy. Michael Brantley proved that he can still rip a baseball in a big spot. Those two guys sitting out there.
There's two great bats you'd love in your lineup. Yeah, he's one of those guys that brings grit every day. Toughness. He's the guy that you look down in that clubhouse, you look down that dugout, and you go, "Oh, Tommy Pham's playing again today. Oh, Tommy Pham's bringing it again today." Like I got to bring my A game because he is. That's why I think he's one of those guys. I mean, he expects to win, so that'd be a nice guy to have in your clubhouse, have in your lineup. We saw what he did in the postseason. Too had some big hits for the D-backs. And then who's the other guy?
Oh, and Michael Brantley.
Oh, Michael Brantley, dude. Yeah.
But he hit.
Michael, sweetest swing in the big leagues, dude. Michael Brantley's sweetest swing in the big. I tell my son Jake all the time. I was like, watch Michael Brantley, how quiet he is, how slow he is. How he can. You're only as good as the pitch you swing at. You know what I mean? How slow he is, and puts together great at bats, takes his walks, hits for some power. big doubles guys, going to hit over 300. I mean, those two guys right there, I think, have a chance to be, the next tier impact guys in your lineup. You got your star players, then you got like your Brantleys and your Phams and the guys that, slide right in. So two huge names. And like I said, even when we said Reese Hoskins, there's still a bunch of good names out there, Chinch, that could really, really impact, some big lineups out there.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. What do you got going on? Dude, aren't you in the American Hero, the Real American Heroes right now?
Oh, dude, yeah, dude. The Hulk Hogan has a restaurant in Clearwater. Mark Ruggiero was just said that he was down here recently. With the Hulkster, it looked like Mark had bigger biceps than the Hulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god. But dude, I tell you what, dude, I'm a big wrestling fan, Chinch. The Iron Claw is coming out December 22nd, which is a movie about the Von Erichs. Do you know about the Von Erichs? Kerry Von Erich, Kevin Von Erich, Mike Von Erich, Fritz Von Erich.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be a great movie, dude. Like I'm fired up to see it. Oh, dude, I'm also watching this. I don't know, on Netflix. There's also a not a documentary. It's a series. A series on OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling. And they have you ever seen the show Heels on Showtime or Stars?
Yeah.
So Heels is about local wrestling and this family and all this stuff. Well, OVW is Ohio Valley Wrestling, run by Al Snow right now. Al Snow, do you remember he used to come out with Head? It was like a mannequin head. It looked like Head. Right? Dude, Al Snow runs it, and they just go through all the characters that are in it. It's awesome. And did you know that there used to be a champ, the champion for Ohio Valley Wrestling used to be a guy named Sean Casey.
Oh no!
Dude, it literally look him up. The Ohio Valley Wrestling champion was Sean Casey, spelled exactly the same, dude.
Really?
He's a smaller guy with blonde hair, Jack Diesel.
Yeah.
But dude, when I was with the Reds, they were like, "Hey man, obviously you play every night, so it was tough to get away." But his people contacted me one time, want to know if I would come to the ring with them. Sean Casey, let's go to the ring, my Sean Casey.
Oh, I'm looking at him now. I've seen this guy before. He's got curly blonde hair. He's like Vince Neil a little bit.
Yeah, dude. He's been in WWE a little bit and a couple other places, but OVW is really where he made his mark too. But dude, I'm telling you, I got in the ring when back in October in 2001, right before Andrew was born. We stayed a little bit before he was born. So like I had nothing to do. Well, Vince McMahon had just bought WCW, right? Well, the AAA for WWE was called HWA, the Heartland Wrestling Association, and it was in Cincinnati, dude.
Oh,
in like a little warehouse. I used to go every Tuesday night, bro.
No way.
Every Tuesday night, get a slice of Papa John's pizza with a Mountain Dew, sit there with a freaking folding chair. It was like 20 chairs around the ring, and I'd be watching like Val Venus, Eddie Guerrero, like legit wrestlers, but they were there because it was in between WCW and WWE, so they needed a place to wrestle. Well, I became buddies with those guys, dude. So one day they're like, "Case, come to practice."
What? I'm
like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll come to practice." So go to practice. They do 30 guys in the ring, and they do this thing where and I'm just watching. I'm in jeans and a shirt. You do this thing where there's one guy in the middle, so you're missing it's almost like a battle royal. So there's 30 guys around the ring, and this is just practice. There's one guy in the ring, and what they do is that one guy comes at you, you block, and you're blocking, punching 30 guys, dude. Jeez. Bro, they're like, "Case, you want to do it?" I go, "Yeah, I want to do it." So I get in the ring, Chinch. Here they come, dude. Like legit. Like I said, Eddie Guerrero, Umaga, like all these guys. Boom! I'm block punch. And I get to the last one, dude. No, not the last. Almost the last one. Remember that guy Val Venus?
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. Dude, Val Venus comes. I block. I punch him right in the face.
No way.
Boom! Yeah, I didn't you're supposed to pull the punch, right? You're blocking and pull it, dude. I blocked, but I was so tired, dude. Dude, I thought I was gonna go down. I was so tired. I blocked, punched Val Venus right in the face.
Oh my
And
God.
then I go, bro, I'm sorry. And he was like, quit being a pansy. I punched him right in the face. I turn around. Remember Umaga?
Yeah.
Rest in peace. He passed you. Umaga comes at me, dude. I block punch him. I almost went into cardiac arrest. Swear to God, I block punched 30 guys, and I was like, my heart rate had never been at where it was. It was
Amazing.
ridiculous.
Um,
Did I freeze there?
no, you're good. You're
Dude,
good. I was just in
30
shock.
block punches, 30 block punches, um, punched Val Venus in the face, almost went into cardiac arrest.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
It
Like,
was
imagine
one of the best
Cincinnati.
months of my life, dude.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been the mayor if, like, the reports are Sean Casey separates shoulder out for season in wrestling match with Umaga in a gym in Cincinnati.
Yeah. At that point, the season was over, and I didn't care. I was like a little kid, dude. Wrestling was my first love. I wanted to be a WWE wrestler.
You could have been if you wanted to.
Dude, I had one other quick story. Obviously I've told the John Cena story on
Yeah,
here.
it's flat.
Well, I don't know if I've told the other story where a couple weeks later I went to was it the next night? No, a couple weeks later I went to a wrestling match in Pittsburgh. I was front row, and it was John Cena versus Chris Jericho in a dark match.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, and so the Monday Night Raw is over. Here comes Jericho and Cena in a match, right? And I'm in the front row, dude. I'm like, yeah, let's go, baby. so they're going at it. It's a great match. Everyone's staying, and so Jericho gets thrown outside. No, Cena gets thrown outside the ring. Jericho goes out to get him. So Jericho grabs Cena, and Cena looks up at me, and he sees me right in the front row, and he goes to Jericho. I could see him whisper something, and then Jericho looks at me. So like I got Cena and Jericho. They both look at me. Here comes Jericho, dude. He takes Cena, he runs him in, throws him over the railing. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
And throws him onto me, dude. So John Cena, the sweaty John Cena, like, and he's a monster at the time. He's just, and he knows he's sweaty, and he's like, he's sitting on me and rolling his like sweat on me, like it's so bad. So, dude, I come in, I get Cena off me, dude. I throw Cena back over like I'm part of the match. Chris Jericho comes over and knocks my hat off. So, dude, I go back to the block punch days. I freaking throw a punch at Chris Jericho.
No way.
Like, yeah, dude. Like I'm in the match. So all of a sudden, I had an out of body experience. I'm a fan, dude. It's 16,000 people. Even though it's a dark match, I throw a block punch at Jericho. I pull it like I know what I'm doing. Dude, Jericho looks like he wants to kill me. Next thing you know, bam! I get security. Security is escorting. Oh, dude, they got me like at a chokehold. They start escorting me out of the arena, and I'm like, "Well, I go, I'm friends with Cena. He chopped me a couple weeks ago." I'm like, I'm trying to tell. I'm like, I'm Marty Miller, who was a cameraman at the time, but a director. I'm friends with Marty, and so as they're taking me off, I'm about 15 feet from my seat. They're taking me out, and people are booing. I think people are booing me. Like, what the hell, And Jericho looks like he wants to kill me. So sure enough, the guy must have gotten his earpiece. Oh, that's Sean Casey. He's seen his buddy. So the guy goes, "Oh, dude, they're telling me in my ear that you're Cena's and Marty Miller's friend." I go, "Yeah." I go, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I got an out of body experience. I threw a punch. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I was back in the HWA and the freaking, you know what I mean? I don't know." So, dude, they let me come back to my seat, right? So after the match, I go back on the bus with like Marty Miller and Tom Stewart and Rico and my buddies that are the camera guys, right? Sweaty. Yeah. And they're like, I'm like, bro, I'm like, what am I doing? And they're like, Case, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. I had an out of body experience. I go, Jericho knocked my hat off. I decided to throw a punch. So they're like, dude, he's pissed. They're like, he's pissed at you. I go, they're serious. Case, they're serious. And I'm like, why is he pissed? They're like, well, you showed him up in front of everybody. I'm like, are you serious, dude? So like, yeah, you should go apologize. And I'm like,
no.
Are you now, dude? I've heard Chris Jericho is a badass.
Right.
Like legitimate, like he'll fight anybody. Like he's one of those Canadians. He was trained. He was trained by. He was trained by Stu Hart in the dungeon. It's like with Bret Hart and those guys. Like they say Jericho's one of the toughest guys. So I'm like, dude, I don't need this headache. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a mark. You know what I mean? So dude, I go backstage. And I see Cena and I'm like, John. I go, what's wrong with? First off, I was like, you're so sweaty. Why are you laying on me? And then the second thing, I'm like, what's wrong with Jericho, dude? I'm like, I go, I don't know what I'm just kidding around. And Cena's like, I don't know, dude. He's all upset or whatever. He's butthurt. Dude, here comes Jericho, comes walking out. Now, Jerry the King Lawler's there and Michael Cole.
Are you serious?
Dude, oh, dude, it's like everybody's there. And they're like, Jericho comes out and comes right at me. And I'm like, I'm like, I'm in trouble. Like I have that feeling I'm in trouble. And he's not that big of a guy. He gets right in my face. Now people are around. Like Cena gets up, Cole gets up, Jerry Lawler gets up, and I'm like, and he's in my face. He's like, dude, he goes, what if I came to your baseball game? And he goes, and I came out and showed you how to hit, or I freaking ran onto the field and I freaking grabbed the bat from you and started. I go, bro. I go, yeah. And I go, dude, I have no idea what I'm doing. I go, I knew it was a dark match. Cena just fell on me. He's my buddy. I go, you knocked my hat off. I thought it'd be fun to throw a block punch. And he's like, no, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. He's like, I don't think it's funny. He goes, and you ever show me up like that again? He goes, you think this is funny? It gets right in my face, dude. I'm like, we're about to go round and round with Chris Jericho. Now everybody's closing in on me. Lawler. Oh, yeah, Lawler. And he goes, I'm just kidding, dude.
Oh.
Dude, he walks off. Dude, no one was in on it. I think only the camera guys were in on it. Cena, Lawler, they all thought it was real. So did I. I think I might have shit my pants. I'm not kidding.
Holy cow, that is a crazy story. Because I could see it going the other way with any of those guys, you know. But you know what,
dude,
though?
I
got to tell you, when I was at Cold Pizza, the wrestlers would come in because if they would go to the Garden for anything, whatever, we would get all the wrestlers, man, and the up and comers and the veteran guys. Those guys are so kind and good to fans, and like they're like in their cars. I remember you leave work and they would be driving their own cars out of MSG, like after like big match.
Oh yeah.
And kids running up to their cars, if they're out of the light, getting out of the cars, taking pictures with the little kids, getting back in their cars, driving home. Like those guys really care about their audience. That's why when I was like, oh my God, this Chris Jericho really beat up my friend.
That was incredible. That was incredible. Yeah. There's so many good guys in that industry, and that is a tough industry, dude. You talk about they still drive. There's no union. They still drive everywhere they go. You know what I mean? That's a tough. I remember Cena telling me one time, you think Major League Baseball players have it tough, which they do, as far as the travel goes and stuff. I remember Cena saying he traveled 320 days. 320.
That's nuts, man. And
dude,
you got to be lit up. You have to be lit up every time. You have to be so on your game every time. You can't have like I'm really tired today. I'm not going to scream into a camera. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're on the mic. You got to get your character right. Obviously, you have to be great on the mic.
You have some scripts. You have some storylines that you got to memorize.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's incredible. But I like I said, man, I was looking the other day. I still have all those. Do you ever have those wrestling figures, like the rubber wrestling figures back in the 80s?
I had all of them. Yeah. Not all of them.
Yeah, dude. Like Hogan, Piper, Flair, all those guys. Coco Beware, like SD Special Delivery Jones. Some old school.
Those are rock hard, like knuckle breaking when you're playing with your friends. There's always a broken knuckle. You're bruised. You try to pull it back in the ropes
on the ring. And
it gets stuck on somebody's hand. You're like, fuck. God. The JYD is harder.
Bring the ring back and launch them.
Yeah.
I remember having 2 rings. I put 2 rings together with all the wrestlers. I'd be like, oh, the 2 steel cages. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You got 2 Iron Sheiks. You got the only way you could get Nikolai Volkov was to get Iron Sheik. And I had 2 Iron Sheiks, and then I would make a mask for the other Iron Sheik.
I'll make a mask. That's amazing. You know what? This all reminds me, like when that movie comes out, we should get Dimitri Young back on and do a wrestling show. He's got a wrestling hardcore podcast, doesn't he? Or is he still?
Oh yeah, I've been on it, dude. I've been on it. It's great, dude. I love it, dude. Dimitri's the best, dude. That's why when I had those guys on a team, like Gravy was a big wrestling fan, Booney was a fake wrestling fan, so Booney would come, he'd be fake. But Dimitri was legit Gravy, so we'd go. You know, we go to these matches and all of us. I remember when in 2000 when we were in Colorado, we brought the whole Reds team, you know, to a WCW event on like a Monday night. We had a day off. It was awesome.
That's great. Nice.
So
right,
got my little kid coming out right now, dude. WWE, WCW,
so
NWA.
You have to go to Hulk's restaurant now.
I know. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. I'll only go if the Hulk's there.
Well, I'm sure he listens to the podcast, so he'll get there.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be the Hulk. Meet me there at noon. With get the Hulk chicken wings. I'll have some Hulk wings with you. There's got to be a Hulk wing sauce or something it's like a buffalo, the brother sauce. Probably called the brother sauce.
The brother sauce. The all-American hero burger.
Yeah. I am more real. As soon as you open the burger, it starts playing. I am more real American.
That was like the greatest ever. Zeus. Oh man.
Zeus. Oh yeah.
Oh, that brings me back. Anyway, all right, dude. We'll go have fun. Tell Hulkster I said what's up. Tell him he doesn't want to mess.
I'll tell the Hulkster. Yeah. 25 and a half inch python. Let's go.
All right, bro.
Say your prayers, kid. Eat your vitamins, bro. Have a great day. Hope everyone has a great day. See you tomorrow.